Hi there, it's Olga and welcome back to the 25 Days of White Christmas tutorial series. Today it's time for the project number 10 and it's going to be a shaker card. Although it's quite a multi-layered project, it's really easy to create, and once you have all the elements die cut, they are really quick to put together. So stay tuned and I'll take you through the entire creative process step by step. To begin with, I have used this large background die called SNOWFLAKE SIDEKICK frame, and I've die cut it twice out of grey cardstock. There is a matching stencil that comes with this die and I'm going to use it as well. I'm placing it on top of the die cut, aligning it with the edges, and then I'm going to tape it down. Then I'm going to apply some white pigment ink through the stencil with a sponge applicator. I'm only applying it to the snowflake areas, leaving the rectangle frame open. And if you are interested in the tools and supplies, I will have them listed on my blog and in the description. So now I am removing the stencil, and here you can see the very subtle pattern. Here it is compared with a plain die cut. Then I'm simply going to stick the stenciled die cut on top of the plain one. This will add some extra texture, and it always makes the card nice to touch when you're holding it in your hands. And then I'm going to stick down this entire piece to the card base, which is standard size 4¼ by 5½ inches. Once it's done, I'm going to create the shaker element. I'll be using two coordinating dies by Memory Box. They are called Pine Forest Frame and Delicate Pine Frame. I have both pieces die cut out of thick watercolor paper. Now I'm going to take the frame with a smaller tree and attach it right on top of my background. The next step is attaching some white sequins at the top part of the frame. They are going to be the snow. I'm using Ranger Multimedia Matte for the adhesive. It works great with paper as well as with the sequins. I have applied 1/8 inch score tape to the remaining frame, and now I'm sticking it on top of a piece of acetate. And then I'm going to trim off all the excess with the scissors. Then I'm also going to add some mounting tape at the wrong side of the frame. I've cut my tape into thin strips, and I'm going to attach double layer of foam. To fill in my shaker window, I'm going to use the remaining white sequins, and I'm also going to add some artificial snow, which is the soft white flakes. I'm spreading the sequins and flakes inside the frame, and then I'm going to cover them up. You can see them moving freely inside the frame, creating the snowfall effect. For my focal image, I'm going to use this die called Holiday Lamppost. It's also by Memory Box. I'm making it a little bit shorter, and then I'm going to stick it on top of the acetate. By the way, the lantern is also built up of two die cuts for more texture. I have those two negative pieces inside the lantern die cut out of golden cardstock, and now I'm going to inlay them. Again, I'm using Multimedia Matte for attaching paper pieces on top of the acetate. Those tiny birds are also the part of the tree frame die, and I have them die cut out of red cardstock, but I'm going to use only one of them. As a last finishing touch, I'm going to add some half pearls to the center of each snowflake all around my shaker frame, and then I can call this project done. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you are looking for more inspiration, please check out the first 9 projects of the series, as well as the previous year's series. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful week.